Hey, welcome to video number 253 of Walker This Way, who is,
Walking the world through the haze of networking.
yeah, it's gonna take me some time to get used to your new tagline.
Art, I
Your
know.
new old
Hi, I'm
tagline.
Hazel, and I'm walking the world through the haze of networking.
Yes, you have great first and last name that we can play with.
We did.
It's 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 made it
That
really easy.
that actually started when I owned an insurance agency. I used to say I'm walking the world through the haze of insurance.
Nice.
So it just flowed with me.
And now we're networking. So I am Mark Simmons, Hazel Walker. Our last video, we talked about acronyms for BNI, with BNI
Especially for
being
the
an
members.
acronym. Yeah.
BNI is an acronym.
It is. BNI is Business Network, not Networking, Business Network International. And so we covered a few of them. And one of the ones we covered was the PALMS report, which is our tracking for all members globally. And PALM stands for present, absent, late, medical sub, but we call it the PALMS report.
Right.
On the PALMS report, there are some line items aside
Yep.
from PALMS. Um, and there's four in particular that we should talk about. Two of them are RRI and RRO, and RGI and RGO. Amazing. What do they all mean?
It does after a while, it does. And people just use the words, they
Yeah,
just use the acronyms, and then everybody's like, what are they talking about?
right.
Um,
Especially when they're explaining to visitors in the room and we're using the BNI lingo and the visitors like, what?
Right, and they're saying I have a referral. Yeah, they do. So
Yeah.
RGO, when you're looking at that Palms report, or you're looking at your traffic lights or whatever you're looking at, and you see RGO and RGI, it's referrals given in, referrals given out. So a referral given in means you and I are in a chapter together, and I want to hire you as a coach for myself. Right? So we're buying from each other. It's just business with each other. So they're transactions
Right.
among the members, right? So that's a referral given in. And we see mostly that's what we see from brand new members because they start doing business with the fellow members. And we see it from brand new chapters that's full of brand new members, right? Because they're getting the lay of the land. They're figuring out how each other's doing business. There's not enough trust yet to do RGO. So RGI is transactional. If I look at an older chapter and I notice there's a lot of RGI, then referrals given in, I'm going to be looking to see how many new members do they have and how many people actually have a lot of RGIs, because that means the members are using the chapter as a buying group and not as a referral group.
Right.
Right. So then I go in and do workshops on how to build trust and referring and bringing outside. So RGO is the reason you actually join BNI, right? RGO stands for referrals given outside.
Right.
So I'm referring you, Mark, to one of my clients. They have a company, it's a real estate agency, and they have 7 real estate agents, and they want to work with you in your real estate program. And so it's not me, I'm referring you outside of the chapter to this real estate company, right? Or I'm referring the painter to my mother because she wants the whole exterior of the house painted, and I need you to go over and paint the house. So I'm referring my family member who's not in BNI. So I'm referring you out. It does not mean if I give a referral, if I refer my mother to Jim over at the ABC chapter, that's still still a referral given in because he's in BNI,
Mhm.
right? Or if I do business with him. So it could be referral. I'm giving a referral out too. I'm giving a referral to someone outside in, to someone in BNI. It's not about cross chapters. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not about cross chapter referrals.
Yeah.
It's about non-BNI members being referred to BNI members.
Mhm.
Then you have referrals. So it makes referrals RRI and
RO.
RRO.
This is confusing.
I know, it's, then it's a referral I received from inside a BNI. Or a referral I received from outside of BNI. And that's the one that gets confusing right there. The one outside of BNI, because they think of chapter. Well, I got this referral from a member from another chapter, so it was outside. No, because they're inside BNI. So it's still an inside. They're inside BNI. If it's someone that I'm referring to, like my mother or my best client or someone I met that's not in BNI, that's a referral received from outside.
Yeah.
Right. And we track referrals given and referrals received, and they don't always match up. When you come down to the bottom of the list, they may not match up in numbers.
Mhm.
Because if a visitor was sitting in a room and they're giving you a referral, that's a referral from a visitor that you got as a result of being a member of BNI.
Right.
Right. And we remind members, if I refer my mother to you and she refers my brother to you, who then refers his best friend to you, who then refers his wife to you and their cousins to you, all of that is referrals received outside.
Right. It's the
It
gold.
still came
tier.
from BNI.
Yeah.
Right? If it comes to you as a result of your having been in BNI, this is why it's important to track where your business comes from. It's very important. So yeah, that's a confusing acronym, and it takes a little time to explain it to people. Also, that one that's tiers, tier 1, tier 2,
Yeah.
tier 3.
Yeah, we have that in the generating referrals workshop where you go through what do the 5 tiers mean, and that's confusing about what it means.
Yeah.
And what's more important really is make sure the person you're giving a referral to gets it. And has the information. That's really the number one thing, not so much about the tiers, but
Yeah.
already
Have all the information.
have the information. And to the our referrals given inside and outside. This is one thing when we see a lot of the inside is it's generally a chapter that sell them when they're doing their weekly presentations, they're selling to the room.
Yeah. They're using the you. If you
Yeah,
want your carpet cleaned,
yes. And I think is it Ivan Meisner? I don't know whose adage it is, but you're not selling to the room, you're selling through the room
through the room.
to everyone's networks. And you got to start using that kind of language to open up the referrals.
Right. Don't sell to the room, sell through the room, because you want to, I used to say all the time, my wallet is limited.
Mhm.
Right? My wallet's limited. I'm not going to keep buying houses from the real estate agent. Once we've all bought houses from the real estate agent, if all we're doing is buying from each other, she's dead in the water.
Mhm.
There's no way she's not going to sell more houses. So it's really important to remember that we're selling through the room to each other's contacts and connections.
Right. And that's the who do you know, not you.
Yeah. Who do you know? Yeah. I was at a chapter yesterday, and that's exactly how they open all of their requests. Who do you know who?
Yeah.
And they go right into it. So it keeps them from doing you. But I was at another chapter, a smaller, newer chapter, and it was, well, if you need to look at your investments and retirements, and if you are not happy with your bank, and if you're not happy with your insurance, like they're still in the inside.
Yeah. So if that's the language in your chapters, take one of those weekly presentation workshops that'll help you change how you do your ask.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So that's great information on yet more acronyms, and there's still more, but those are the important ones, I think, between the last video, number 252, and this one, number 253. I think we've covered the ones that come up the most.
Right.
And just
especially for new members, they come up the very most for new members.
New members, and just a reminder, as we said earlier, when we have visitors in the room and guests in the room, they don't know what they mean. So if you're going to use them, put context around them.
Yeah.
Especially one-to-ones. We're having one-to-ones. They don't know. It just having one-to-ones. A one-to-one is this. Thank you for closed
Someone
business.
needs to explain it.
This. Yes. Just say
Yeah.
context and explain. All right, Hazel. So now we're going to continue walking the world through the haze
Through
of
the haze of
networking.
networking. There
You
you
are
go.
making
You got it.
Yes. All righty. Till next time, Hazel Walker.
Bye.
Bye.